Hello, 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 beautiful people. Welcome to Good Morning with me, Misti B. Guys, I have spent the last few days eating everything in sight. I was celebrating my best friend's birthday in Atlanta, and let's just say all we did was eat, and eat. I'm saying that to say, that whenever I'm standing, some more eating is about to go on. But today's guest, she is all about clean eating and healthy eating. So you guys, stay tuned because she's going to teach us a lot. I'll be right back with Nycole Donovan right after this break. See you in just a second.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. Ron Carter Cadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back, everyone. So listen, I spent a few days spending time with my best friend in Atlanta, Georgia. And let's be clear, all we did was eat, and eat. Like, I'm really tired of eating. Really? Have I ever said that? But I need a moment from eating. Anyway, today in the studio, I have someone here and we're going to talk about healthy eating. Her name is Nycole Donovan, and she's actually not a trained chef. She is a food enthusiast. Nycole, come on over here. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for joining me in the studio.
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
You have some amazing food here. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Thank
and
you.
my studio smells like a blessing. Okay. Now people make fun of me for saying that, but it really does. But before I devour this, because I will, tell me about your background. How did you become a food enthusiast?
Well, I used to work in a restaurant. I think a lot of the enthusiasm I had around food kind of really sparked there. So all through college, I worked in a restaurant, serving tables. Then I kind of went into the back of the house, made friends with the chefs. They kind of taught me secrets to how they make some of their sauces and dishes. And then I just started cooking more and more. My mother was always a big cook. So she just loved to cook and feed people. That was the way that she showed love. Mm-hmm. And I, growing up in that type of environment, I just love to do that also. So any chance that I get, I love to cook and have people over. And just the idea of food is something that I feel brings people together. It's what harmonizes everyone.
Yes, so. It absolutely does. Now, I know you specialize in kind of like a clean eating type deal.
These days.
Okay, I love that. Hey, we all have our own personal journey. That's okay. How did you get there?
Well, my mother, unfortunately, January of last year passed from cancer just before COVID.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But she also had diabetes and she had high blood pressure. So I said to myself, if I know how to make some of these dishes that I love so much in a more healthy way, people can still enjoy some of these foods. And I'm not saying it has to be bland. So a lot of times when I go for healthy foods, they're bland or you just can't taste anything and it tastes like you're eating cardboard. Well, I said it doesn't have to be that way. You can still have a lot of flavor and a lot of, people eat my food and I realize that they're like, what did you put in this? They think that I put butter and all this heavy stuff. And I realized you really can make it a very fun and healthy experience.
Okay, so when I experienced this, first of all, it's salmon. You can never miss me with salmon. Like the running joke with my teammates from Alaska, from the Great Food Truck Races, I ate salmon every day and a Caesar salad. No judgment, but I love salmon. So when I eat this, I'm gonna be wild.
Of course.
Okay, now you know my taste buds don't lie.
This is actually 1.85 carbs.
Really?
So you can eat this, get totally full, have something left over, and know that you are not going to get roll down the hill afterwards. So
I rolled down the hill. Okay, so this is an actual lettuce wrap, correct?
Yes.
With salmon.
Romaine. Mm-hmm.
Romaine, okay, and then what is this?
This is a Thai peanut sauce.
Ooh, okay.
So this actually has just like half a spoon. I made a big batch of it, and it has half a spoon of sugar.
Okay.
But I make with all fresh ingredients, all natural ingredients, all organic.
Yes, I love that. And then this looks like cilantro.
Yes, this is a cilantro cotija sauce. Cotija.
The cheese?
Yes.
Okay.
So I actually I try something and I dupe it. So when I say I love something, I try to make it for myself. And I took this recipe from someone who I guess makes the bottles here locally. And I said, let me go ahead and put that together.
And you duped it?
Yes, and it has a hint of poblano in it for a little spice.
Ooh, and I love spice. Okay. Now this looks beautiful. I see red cabbage.
Yes, this is a red cabbage Mexican slaw.
Okay.
So it has no mayo, nothing heavy. Actually, all it is a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of garlic, some chopped cilantro, chopped red onions, and of course the red cabbage. And I just use the outer shell. I wash it really good, scrub it down for the bowl.
It's so beautiful. I almost don't want to eat it. I'm lying. Yes, I do. Okay, so what sauce do you want me to put on here?
I actually gave you options. Typically, I serve this in my meal preps with just one of the sauces. So here's the thing. This is very spicy. The Thai peanut sauce has a lot of Thai spices in it. There you go.
Right up my alley. Look, let me taste it
and
myself.
And it's less fat, so that's a good thing.
That's okay. Okay. So you don't come in here doing me like this, and then I get yelled at and talked about by people saying how I'm greedy.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
Okay, I'm gonna try to wrap this up and make this look absolutely beautiful. Is it okay if I squeeze a little lime?
Oh, of course.
Okay, because I love lime. Awesome. I'm so excited. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And again, like seriously, I planned on detoxing when I came back from. We ate so much, so this is perfect for me. I have not been sticking to my word. I love cilantro.
Yes.
So I have to put some of this.
Difference.
Yes. I'm over here fixing my own plate. Look at me.
Oh no, you're good. And that's why I contain everything on the side so that you have options. You can even put the slaw on there. It adds a little kick and flavor to it. Another reason why I like to serve it so that you'll have a choice is you can use, even if you don't want to put that on your taco, you can put that in your salad.
Ooh.
And kind of toss it up a little bit.
I'm just gonna use a little cheese.
Of course.
Supposedly detoxing. Anyway.
A little bit don't hurt anybody.
I'm gonna try to do this really, really pretty. Yeah, right. Says who? Okay. This is a lot. I'm excited though. All right.
And one is all you need.
Clearly. Okay, hold on. Wait 1 second. Y'all not gonna have me with food all over my clothes. trying to eat some of Nycole's food.
Good eating is never gonna be.
I'm loving this sauce. Okay.
I'm glad. Thank
you. I'm a saucy girl, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Come on. That is good.
I eat these once a week. I've been making this for years.
Okay. Sorry. I get made fun of because I'm always eating. But at least I'm telling the truth. That is good. That sauce is everything though.
Thank you.
That sauce and the cilantro gives it a good kick.
And the spice, I think, slows you down.
And I love spice. Like, I am that person. I can eat jalapenos. I can habanero peppers. Like, I kind of go too far sometimes.
And this actually has a little bit of diced. I forgot to mention it has some diced jalapeno in there also. I believe that spice not only regulates your digestive system and all that, you probably don't want to hear that, but it slows you down in your eating process.
No, we need to hear that. So tell me again and say it louder so I can make sure everybody hears it.
So when you add spices to any meal, to any item, it'll kind of boost your digestive system. So it'll help keep you on the regular side. So I like to use a lot of dried powder spices as well as fresh chopped spices, that being jalapenos, poblano peppers, scotch bonnet peppers, especially when I'm making. You'll taste some of that in the other dish that I brought. So yeah, I cook with a lot of spice and a lot of citrus. You'll see lime and or lemon on almost everything that I serve.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna try not to lick this. But yes, don't judge me. I'm supposed to don't judge. Okay, Nycole. So I heard that you have an amazing journey as well. So tell me about that journey. My producer already gave me a little bit. You tell me some more.
So I at one point in my life I weighed 291 pounds, almost 300 pounds. So I was borderline diabetic. I knew that I had to make a decision for myself. I knew that I didn't want to live my life constantly battling obesity, and so I was a childhood. I mean I was obese during my childhood, most of my childhood, and I just said, I think I was this was 11 years ago, I just started to get on that health track, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and start eating healthy. I lost 162 of those pounds.
You go, girl.
And then over the years, gained it back a little bit, and it's been toggling. So right now, today, hate to tell my weight, but I'm at 170.
Give me some elbow. Yes. But it was 11 years ago when you started?
Yeah.
And look at you.
Yeah.
So you have to give yourself credit for that, honey. You cannot.
Yeah.
Who didn't gain weight over the last 11 years?
So what I do, and I think a lot of people do, is like, I'm a foodie. I love to eat, just like you. I love to eat. We are in Texas, so there's always plenty of food. Yes, there's plenty of food around, a lot of options. So yes, I do indulge, but what I do is, like you, when I indulge a lot, I come back and I say, you know what, I'm eating clean. So that's when I do my juices, that's when I do my salads, that's when I'm doing all my clean eating, and I might do that for about a good few months. And then I might dabble here and there in my mac and cheese.
That's a good balance. We are about to go on a quick break. Guys, I'm going to do my best not to devour this, but hey, I'm detoxing. You see, I'm ready. I got my fork and my napkin in my hand. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back with Nycole right after this break.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. Ron Carter Cadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
We are back, everyone. I don't think I have food in my teeth, but if I do, I am not ashamed. Okay, so Nycole, we were talking about your journey, and I have to congratulate you on that. Seriously, like, that's a big deal. To be able to be that disciplined for that long, that says a lot about you. So make sure you pat yourself on the back, okay? All right, now you have some more amazingness right in front of me.
Yes.
I don't know why y'all do this to me. Y'all know I'm gonna eat it. And then you have it all pretty, so you almost don't want to even touch it. Okay, so what is this?
This is the curry chicken.
Curry chicken, okay.
Basic curry chicken. I use a lot of spices. This has probably got about, if I can just say right off, maybe 9 or 10 different spices in it.
Really?
Yes. It is a concoction.
Wait a minute, I just thought about something. You don't use salt, right?
I use Himalayan salt.
Okay, so you do use Himalayan salt.
Yes.
You just don't use, okay.
I do not use table salt. I don't I just use Himalayan, and I watch it. I use the cracked Himalayan. So I might do maybe 3 or 4. You don't need much.
Okay, thank you. Because if you, I would have told you. Now, Nycole, you brought this in here and didn't give me no flavor. But yeah, like, seriously, the spices, everything complements each other so well. All right, there is absolutely no way that I can eat this in a pretty way, right? So I'm gonna try to do something I've never done before. Okay, wait, this not a chicken wing. Okay, so I'm good. Okay, woo. I was gonna say, she brought me chicken wings to eat on air. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna take a bite. Okay, I'm gonna try to take a cute bite. Try. Okay. Very good. It's still very flavorful.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay.
So that's got garlic.
And it's tender.
Yes, I use garlic powder. I don't use garlic powder as much as I used to. Now I use like roasted garlic. It's like a concentrated garlic powder. It brings out so much flavor in everything.
I was going to ask you, is there a reason why?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The garlic powder kind of activates the spices and the flavors from other herbs too. That's something my mother taught me. So roasted garlic powder, you can get those at a lot of local markets, like for example, Central Market. I don't know.
I love Central Market.
Yeah, I shop there religiously. I go there for all my herbs, most of my herbs, because I know they'll have it in stock. But that also has fenugreek. It also has turmeric. I use a little bit of red cayenne pepper.
I can definitely taste the turmeric in the curry. Okay, perfect.
In the curry, of course.
Okay, so you were that type of person. You were like my grandmother. My grandmother would go out to eat and she would fuss. I don't know why y'all want to eat this. I can cook this at home.
Yeah.
That's you?
I am. Going out to eat is just, I go for the experience.
Okay.
I may go for just the idea of not having to cook that night. But when it comes to the food, I prefer my own because restaurants really do, after having worked in a restaurant for 4 years, I do know that they kind of put whatever they want in it. So you think sometimes if the meal even looks wholesome that you're getting all good food, when in actuality it may be high in sodium. They may try to boost up the flavor with just adding more salt, but that's not what we need. So I like to cook from home. I like to take things that I've eaten that I enjoy and go home, make it for myself.
Okay.
And I get so focused on it. I won't stop until I
It's a
have
creation.
all the right
love that.
ingredients. Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you. So one of my go-tos is lemon pepper wings.
Yeah.
How can I take that home? I know you got excited. Look at that. Okay, now let me be very clear. I do go home. I make my own. I will grate the lemon.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I do some olive oil. I do use kosher salt. Are you gonna fuss at me for that?
No, not at all.
Not at all? Okay.
I like Himalayan just because you don't have to add as much.
I like that. Okay, so how can I make that healthier though? Like, since that's my go-to thing.
The citrus is always going to bring out a lot. So when you're making, like for example, lemon pepper, it's really simple ingredients. You have your olive oil, which you mentioned. You have your pepper. You might want to do like cracked black pepper. You can even just sprinkle the black pepper. White pepper is okay also. And then use that fresh lemon. Like you said, when you grate that lemon, all that's adding all that flavor and spice. You don't need a lot of salt.
You don't because all you do is a few pinches and then it's gonna bring it out.
Garlic.
Yes.
Garlic is everything.
I got food all in my teeth. Talk to me about this roasted garlic though. So it's roasted garlic that you prefer.
Roasted garlic powder, yes.
Roasted garlic powder versus garlic powder. And what's the taste difference?
Well, garlic powder is more subtle.
Okay.
And a lot of times you'll see that it's not as granulated.
Okay.
So roasted garlic is very, very fine. So fine that you can stir it into any sauce and it's undetected. A lot of times when you stir garlic powder, like the standard garlic powder in your sauces, you might still see it and it comes across in your meats. You'll see it kind of stuck on your meats. With the roasted garlic, it boosts the flavor. You can also brine with that.
Okay.
I brine my meats. I brine this before I marinated it. So everything's a process, but trust and believe that roasted garlic powder is going to come through in every dish.
I love that.
You don't need much of it.
You don't need much. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you a question. Are you a Houstonian?
I am.
Okay, so they may not like you after I ask you this. You ready? You use chonies in your food?
I do not.
I know you don't. I know you don't. I know, but tell us why. Tell us why, because I want people to know.
I don't. First of all, it's high in sodium most of the time. But I have actually looked at the back of a lot of these pre-made seasonings and I make my own. So I actually have like this little jar that I keep it has cayenne, it has oregano. I have my standard. I put that in my gumbo. I put that in my stews.
Ooh, okay.
So anything that I would pretty much use like Tony's for or something like that. Slap Your Mama is another good one.
How you feel?
What you mean?
You like that one or no?
Slap Your Mama? Yes.
Okay. But I have to tell you, and I know tons and tons of chefs, none of them use the stuff that us home cooks use. And you don't either. Like, they all use their own concoction and they use Himalayan
salt.
salt.
You might taste a little bit more of something you want to kind of eliminate. Yeah.
But it tastes you can really, really taste the difference, because if you're always using certain ingredients off the shelf, everything's going to taste like that one ingredient. Am I right?
True.
Okay. I'm just saying,
That's
I like to
very
eat.
true.
Okay. So another dish that I absolutely love when I go out to eat is lasagna. I love to go get some lasagna. How can I bring it home and make a healthier version of that?
I actually just made over the weekend a vegetable lasagna.
Okay.
So that's always a good thing. Anytime. Basically, my philosophy with lasagna is as much stuff as you can stuff in that baking pan, the better. All you want to do is just stuff it, but it's what you stuff it with.
Okay.
So if you want to use meat, if you want to use like sausage, ground beef, ground turkey even, some people even do chicken lasagnas, you can do that. But I would say add more, just as much vegetables, that being like your red onion. Red onion is, I love red onion.
Me too.
It adds such a flavor. White onion.
Okay.
Mix that up with some bell peppers. Get funky with it. So don't
Is
just
somebody
do
taking
green.
notes for me? Okay, go ahead.
Don't just do green bell peppers, but do your yellow, your orange, your red, and it's beautiful.
Flavors,
Mix that all into your sauce. Make that sauce robust and thick. Add some more tomatoes in it. Even add some sun-dried tomatoes.
Ooh, girl, you are speaking my language today. Okay.
Some garlic, fresh minced garlic, all of that. But what you want to do with your lasagna is to make it healthy and hearty. Because a lot of times people think healthy means that it's gonna be limited on how much you're getting. Throw all those vegetables in there to kind of like back up you having to use so much meat.
You can always throw some mushrooms in there. I'm a mushroom girl.
Oh, yeah.
I would saute any mushroom any moment and put that in anything, and it's more fulfilling. Okay, so I have to ask you, I don't know if this is true or not. You don't have a cooking class for me?
One day, someday. I'm working on it.
I just want one for myself. You don't have to worry about anybody else.
I got you.
Because I am that person, and I know tons and tons of chefs, and I love all you chefs.
Yes.
But I really, really want to know more about herbs.
Of course.
And what complements what, right? Because I don't know.
And another thing that I would recommend for a lot of people is when you go to these festivals, when you see these people setting up shop and they got the tents with the different, I learned so much from them. I do. I'm one of those people that go to the grocery store. When I see you picking out something that I'm like, well, I wonder what they're gonna cook. You ever do that? I wonder what they're gonna cook with that. I do that. I ask them, what do you cook? I've learned, people have taught me how to make oxtails. I've learned how to make stuff old school, turkey necks. Because you just talk to the older women and so do that.
Absolutely. Nycole, I have to thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so excited. I didn't want to devour this on air because I don't feel like being talked about today. Not that I really, really care. Guys, as always, I'm going to eat, but Nycole was absolutely awesome. Stay right back. Stay tuned. See, the food has gotten me. I'm going to be right back right after this break.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I absolutely loved Nycole's food. I really, really, really did. That lettuce wrap was simply amazing. Ooh, and with that peanut Thai sauce. Anyway, so listen, we talked about detoxing, right? So I said I've been eating a lot and that this was a perfect meal for me because I need to detox. So I'm going to ask you a personal question. What is it in your life that you need to detox from? When we think detox, we think food, we think alcohol, we think certain things, but sometimes it may not be that. So I want all of you to take a second and think, what is it that I need to release from my system, from my soul, from my being? Think about it, write it down, and then I want you to release it. Because when we release those extra toxins, we feel lighter, we can float, and we can go higher and higher and higher. As always, you guys can chat with me on Instagram and on Facebook at American Star TV. I want to know about your journey, and I hope you use Nycole's story as inspiration. She's kept off over 100 pounds for 11 years. That's amazing. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.